After taking spring break off, the Aggie football team returned to the practice fields for the fourth workout of spring ball on Tuesday, March 19th. This session began under warm skies and ran towards the evening, and when it concluded, 12th Man TV's Will Johnson caught up with defensive line coach Terry Price.
Coach Price with us now on 12th Man TV, and Coach, this marked the return to the practice field. Spring break is now over. You guys scrimmaged right before you broke it, and then that allowed you a little time to watch some film before you got back out here. What did that film show you over that week?
Showed us we lack a lot of experience, we lack a lot of playmaking ability right now up front. We got a lot of work to do as a group just because we got 4 new faces up front that have never really played very much football at all here. So kind of start from scratch this spring.
And one of the things you wanted out of this practice, this return, was to be physical. Did they put the type of physicality out there that you wanted?
No, not on Thursday. We weren't close to where we needed to be. I think today, obviously, we're a little bit better, but on Thursday before spring break, I think we're feeling our way around a little bit, and it's typical for a young group to kind of feel your way around, but it does make me happy. So today was a little bit better as far as throwing our hat around there, being physical, coming out of our hips and striking folks. But, again, we still got a lot of work to do this spring.
Brandon Alexander's a guy that's important to your group this spring. What can you tell us about his progress?
Big body kid, has to learn how to finish, has to learn how to practice as far as the tempo is concerned. Got a little better today as far as hand placement and striking, but again, it's a lot of technique work has to be done with him. But he's willing to learn. His attitude's turned around a little bit, but again, he's just got to continue to improve and work hard every day. Because again, just like him, like the rest of our guys before spring break, we weren't very good, but today was a little bit better.
The Taylor brothers are also significant to spring ball. If you separate them here, Tyrell right now, is it some good, some bad with him?
Both of them are about the same. They both struggle quite a bit in a lot of areas, and then they'll show a flash of doing some good things. It's just it's a matter of repetition with that group right there, those two guys, and to see who'll be the best one. I mean, flip a coin right now. No one's really taking charge of that position. You'd hope after a few days one would, but one is not. So we'll continue to work with them and see who steps up and plays well.
Is Tyrone bigger? Did he take advantage of that Larry Jackson offseason coming into the spring?
Tyrone's actually done a good job trying to put some weight on. He's actually ahead of Tyrell right now as far as putting weight on. He probably outweighs him by 7 or 8 pounds, which is a big jump compared to where he was a year ago. So he's really taken advantage of it, worked hard in the weight room, and got himself a little bit bigger. And you can look at him and tell he's gotten bigger. So as a coach, you appreciate a guy trying to put the time in, trying to get his body right. Now it's just a matter of translating that to the football field where, again, a guy that registered last year has to learn our techniques, learn our defense, and continue to get better.
You've got some guys that are going against the likes of Jake Matthews, Cedric Ogbuehi on the other side. Last year they had to face Luke Jokel.
Right.
As you coaching this position, do you appreciate the fact that's who they have to go against each day?
No question. I thrive when they come out here and those big old tackles and guards smash them and get after our guys now. I mean, I love the fact that we're playing against a future NFL offensive lineman. And the more physical they are in the offensive line, the better we become. But we need it. I mean, they're physical. They're coming out and striking us. And what I get a chance to see as a coach is how guys respond. I mean, you're not always going to play against the 1AA team or Division II team. When you play in the SEC against future NFL players, you're going to step your game up. That's what I want to see. And every day in practice, we play against the offensive line that they're probably all of them playing NFL one day. So it's great for us. You won't see any better during the year as far as what we see as a defensive line. So it's been really good work for us this spring.
And finally, an important message you had for them when we concluded this practice was it's about effort in spring because there will be mistakes because the season's a long ways off. But effort can erase mistakes quickly.
It takes I tell them all the time, it takes no talent to give effort. I don't care if you're the 5th team walk-on or a 5-star All-American. I don't care what you are. You got to play hard. And I told them they won't play. If they don't play hard, they won't play in this field. They won't play for me. They won't play for this defense. You got to play hard because, again, those offensive players, offensive linemen, they're in scholarship too. They may block you from time to time. They may get in your way from time to time. But if you're playing harder than they are, you'll make more plays by chasing that ball down the sideline, by giving great effort. I mean, that's what it's all about, all right? You got to play hard to separate yourself from all the rest of the guys. If you're just a guy and playing average speed, you'll have average stats. If you want to be exceptional and be above average, you got to play hard, and that's what I demand from them.
Stay tuned for more coverage of spring ball on 12th Man TV. Friday, look out for a mic'd-up feature with new co-offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach Jake Spavital. For 12th Man TV, I'm Casey Atnip.